Hey guys, what is going on? Hayden here. It is 2018, so you know what that means. Lots of great Nintendo games are on the way. We of course had our first Nintendo Direct Mini last week, and we got some pretty cool announcements, but there is still a huge question on everyone's mind. What is going on with Smash Brothers? Everyone wants to know what the deal is with Smash Brothers. Are we getting it this year? And I'm going to talk about in this video why I think it is actually coming this year. I did some videos last year in 2017 predicting why it might happen last year, though I was still kind of sprinkling in some uncertainty in there. I was still kind of like, you know what, it might happen, it might not. I could see it happening, but don't be surprised if it doesn't. This year, I am very confident that this is the year of Smash Brothers, and here's why. So, first up is the fact that Kimishima wants to sell 20 million more Nintendo Switches in the next fiscal year. That is an insanely high number. But if you want to reach that number, and I think Nintendo can do it, they are going to need some big titles, or maybe one just really big title. And there's only two, in my opinion, that can really move Switches like that. They've already released Super Mario Odyssey, and they've already released The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. What other big franchises does Nintendo have that can move Switches like that? The first of which I think is Pokemon. The next big installment on the Switch, the next Pokemon installment or whatever. I actually don't think that's coming in 2018. I'd love it for it to, but Smash Brothers is the other one that can really move Switches. It really helped the Wii U back in 2014. It didn't save the Wii U because, you know, there was Smash 3DS and whatnot. But Smash Brothers on an already successful console, like, it's game over. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, what about Animal Crossing? What about Metroid? Yes, those are also very big titles. I don't think that they would move Switches quite in the same capacity as Smash Brothers would. Smash Brothers has something for everyone, you know, whether you're a Pokemon fan, a Zelda fan, a Fire Emblem fan, if you're a Street Fighter fan, like, you can get behind Smash Brothers. Whereas those titles, again, while Metroid and Animal Crossing are huge, they have a much more select audience, whereas Smash Brothers is much more widespread. It reaches a lot more demographics, reaches a lot more fans. So if you're going to sell 20 million Switches, I think Smash Brothers is the best way to do that. So the next thing I want to bring your attention to is the fact that Nintendo has not told us anything about their online infrastructure, their paid online service in 2018. Here's the problem. They have already released Mario Kart, ARMS, Splatoon 2, and Pokken Tournament Deluxe. Super Bomberman R came out last year. Point is, a lot of big multiplayer titles have already hit the Switch, and have had tons of time to breathe. Pokken was the most recent one, at least I can think of, and that was in September. Now granted, there is DLC coming out for that, but if Nintendo just releases their online service, like their paid online service, like, hey, you can still play your online games, but now you have to pay for them, I feel like a lot of people are going to skip out on it, unless there's some other, you know, attractive features to the online model, which I think there will be. But the point is, if you just release it, a lot of people are probably actually not going to buy it because they're like, you know what, I've had my fill of Splatoon 2. I don't need to play any more Mario Kart Online. I've had my fill. I've had it for months now, so I don't need to buy the online. So I think that the best thing for Nintendo to do is actually release their online service, their paid online service, with a huge multiplayer title that's gonna get people to, you know, keep playing online and really subscribe into this online ecosystem. And I really think Smash Brothers is the way to do that. Now, we did just get the announcement of Mario Tennis Aces last week, but we also don't know if that has online. And let's be real, Mario Tennis is not nearly as big of a deal as Super Smash Brothers is. So if they do want to make this online service even more attractive, I really think they have to launch it alongside a big multiplayer game. Smash Brothers is kind of the one for that, I think. I think that if there was a paid online service that Nintendo was actually putting effort into, you know, managing servers and whatnot, I think that could really help Smash Brothers, because Smash Wii U had a decent online, but there were still some pretty laggy matches that a lot of people had. So I really think that Smash Brothers is just the way to launch this online service. And it is coming again in 2018 as far as we know. We still haven't heard anything about it, but if it's coming in 2018, I also think Smash Brothers would be very likely to come alongside it. Now, here's something interesting. We're on Sakurai's official Twitter account. He has been very quiet recently. Like, look at this. His last tweet was from November 29th, 2017. November 29th. and then October 4th, and then July 20th, and that was a retweet. May 16th, May 16th, you got a couple here, April 26th. The point is, he has been very, very quiet pretty much ever since the Amiibos got announced for the DLC in Smash. The DLC characters, that is. We know that Sakurai is already working on his next project. And while I don't think he is actually spearheading a new Smash Brothers game, I actually think that's going to be Namco. Now, Namco has really shown their support for the Switch. We've already got the retro Pac-Man arcade-style games on the Switch. Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 is coming to the Switch. Dark Souls is now coming to the Switch. That has been confirmed, which of course is published by Bandai Namco. So Namco is really kind of showing their support for the Switch now. And of course, they were really involved in Smash Wii U and 3DS. And even if Sakurai isn't completely spearheading Smash Brothers, the next Smash, whether it's a port or whether it's a new game, I still think that, Smash Brothers is his baby. He's still going to want to be pretty involved, even if Namco is kind of taking the reins and doing it. So the fact that Namco is really supportive of the Switch now, like a lot of third parties are, and the fact that Sakurai has been very, very quiet, just kind of leads me to believe that something is brewing there in the Smash Brothers realm. Now, I have heard something online about how, well, it's only been 4 years since Smash Wii U released. Of course, it was in the fall of 2014, so it really hasn't actually been 4 years yet. And people are saying, well, it's too soon for a new Smash Brothers. If it's a port, then that's different, because, Smash Wii U, of course, came out in 2014. DLC ended about 2 years ago in 2016, early 2016. But if this is a new game, it's way too early. And while I kind of see where they're coming from, Nintendo has also really turned around the output of their games. Think about how many amazing first-party games we got last year. We had Mario, we had Zelda, we had Splatoon, we had Mario Kart. Granted, that was a port, but we had ARMS, new IP there, Xenoblade 2, which of course is Monolith Soft. But the point is, Nintendo has really turned around their output of their big, big games. And Nintendo has even come out and said, like, look, we had a lot of trouble with HD development when we first got started with the Wii U. We have since figured out our problems. We know how to make these games a lot quicker now. You will have a much more steady stream of first-party games. And Reggie has even said himself, too, that they plan to address all of their major franchises on each console. And he even said in an interview, I've brought this up in multiple videos before, that Smash Brothers is, they know what people want. They know people want Smash Brothers. It will be addressed. So, I mean, that's not saying much. Yes, Smash is going to come to the Switch at some point. Of course it is. But I really do think 2018 is the year. There's just a lot of signs pointing towards it. And I haven't even brought up the fact that, I haven't even brought up rumors yet, or leaks, or whatever. And I actually don't think they pay too much credit to Smash Brothers coming this year. A lot of people were saying it was going to come last year. So I'm kind of ignoring that for now. I'm just kind of looking at actual evidence we have. So 2018, I really do think this could be the year of Smash. So yeah, I really do think Smash Bros. Switch is going to be coming in 2018. If I had to guess, I would probably say it'd be the big November title. And I really think that it would be a port. I'm still of a believer that it would be a port of Smash 4 with a ton of new content, Inklings, Ice Climbers, maybe King K. Rool. I would love to see Rex and Pyra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But yeah, I really do think it would be a port, because if you do Smash 5, you're going to have to go through all these legal hurdles of getting, Cloud in there again, of getting Bayonetta, even if Nintendo is on a much better understanding with these third-party developers now than they were a couple years ago. But I do think it would be a port, and of the big four being Smash Brothers, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, and Metroid Prime 4, I really do think Smash Brothers has the best chance of coming out this year. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm very curious. Get talking, because I think this is a kind of a divisive subject. I'm of a believer that it's coming this year. I think it would be late this year, and I think it would actually get a proper reveal at E3. But again, let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and share this around. I want to get as many people talking about Smash Brothers as I can. It's a new year. It's a new hope for Smash Brothers. Let's see what we can do. All right, see you later, guys. Bye.